But anyway, there's this poem by a man named Richard Jones who has a book called, if I remember correctly, The Correct Spelling and Exact Meaning. And the poem is simply called The Apple. And I really like it. And not just because I'm a father of a daughter. I just really like how this poem's built. So this is The Apple by Richard Jones. I pare an apple for my little girl, stunning as usual in a shimmering Cinderella gown. I cut 7 shining crescent moons to array and serve on a deep blue plate, and recall the skill needed to cut and remove the hide of a white-tailed deer. Before Sarah was born, before I imagined her in my life or how life would change, I met, in rural Wisconsin, an insurance adjuster. His hobby was taxidermy. Headless carcasses waiting to be skinned and butchered hung from pulley ropes in the trees. I visited the taxidermist with my carpenter friend. We borrowed a pulley and winch to hoist a plate glass window to the second story of an old house we were renovating. It was brilliant, sparkling autumn, deer season. Gunshots and church bells rang in the distance. What I recall most vividly is the teenage girl who lived in the house next door to the taxidermist. Barefoot in a sunlit Sunday dress, maple leaves swirling on the lawn, she danced, pale and long-limbed, practicing baton twirls, throwing the metal bar high in the air, catching it with a curtsy. Enchanted, I steadied myself against my friend's truck, watching the silver batons spinning crosses in the air. I remember that as if it were yesterday. That and the cold stare the girl's father gave me as he stood on the porch, knife in hand, paring an apple. Right?
The Apple by Richard Jones.
Yeah. You gotta love the full circleness. You gotta love
Why did you choose that poem, Jay?
Because this guy, whoever this nameless guy is the complete bipolar opposite of Alcinous, who's just handing his 15-year-old or however old daughter to this stranger. So,
oh my gosh,
it's my favorite father-daughter poem. Maybe that says something about me.
That is a wonderful poem. That is a wonderful poem. It has so much in it.
I love it.
I love that.
Yeah,
and I love it. He's opened it up, paring an apple for his own daughter, and thinking back. Now it's different. Now the shoe's on the other foot. He has his own daughter.
Love it.
And the fullness of life experience in that too. This taxidermy and carpentry and renovation and dressing a deer, prepping a deer.
Yep.
That's amazing. All right.
I've been itching to read that on the podcast, so
this is perfect.
Yeah.
So Nausicaa is the girl with the baton twirling in the air.
Yeah, that's right.
Palace. Yeah. That's right. You can kind of picture that.